What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. In this one, I want to talk about a trifecta. And trifectas seem to be kind of all the rage in what people want to hold in their wallets. I like to do more of a kind of universal like trifecta, ones that go across different companies. However, there are some cards to where they can offer you a decent amount of benefits when you go up the ladder within those select cards, whether that be the American Express Green, Gold card, and Platinum card, or Chase Sapphire Preferred, Chase Freedom Flex, and the Chase Sapphire Reserve, or something like that, right? Now, there's another trifecta that I think is interesting, something that helps out a lot of normal spending categories, and you know that I'm a big fan of that. And that trifecta would be the American Express Blue Cash trifecta. Now, not all of them are Blue Cash cards, but it's just around the same range and things that you can get, cash back for it. So I kind of call it the Blue Cash trifecta. Now, these cards in this trifecta include the American Express Blue Cash Preferred card, the American Express Blue Cash Everyday card, and the American Express Cash Magnet card. So all of these actually offer some form of cash, and they're going to give you something back, either in the form of that statement credit, but mainly in the form of that money that you spend, rather than any type of points and having to go back and try and get the most value out of those points. But you're getting cash back, like true cash back from it. So I want to talk about this trifecta and what type of benefits you'll have, and just where you can use it and all that different types of stuff. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, if you guys want to check me out on Rumble, that link will be down in the description. We're growing, not fast, but we're growing over on Rumble. We're at like 10 followers over there. So if you do like the platform, feel free to go and follow me on that platform. But let's take some time to talk about this trifecta, right? I look for trifectas that are going to give you the normal spending categories that you spend on a typical month, right? Whether it's like, cell phone bill, whether it's groceries or gas or anything like that, you're going to get those benefits with these cards, as well as getting maybe a little bit cash back, from everyday purchases. Now, we can start from the bottom up. I'm going to give you a suggestion before we even get into it, is that when you go with Amex, a lot of times you want to start from the bottom up. Even with any cards, you really want to start from the bottom up, but definitely with Amex, because they have like these stipulations, right? So if you get, let's say you start with the American Express Blue Cash Preferred card, you're not going to be able to get the bonus from the American Express Blue Cash Everyday card. And sometimes that even is the case going from the everyday card to the preferred card, like in my case. But in some people's case, it may not be the same. So I know that there is a higher than likely chance that either way that you go, you won't be able to get both bonuses, but there is a chance that you could, and the best chance that you have is if you start with the lower card. So what I suggest is that you even start lower than that, starting at the Cash Magnet card. So that's where we are going to start. The Cash Magnet card offers you a $200 back, reward. When you spend $2,000 in purchases within your first 6 months. So you'll get $200 back in a statement credit with the Cash Magnet card. It does have zero annual fee. You are looking at an APR of 19.24% all the way up to 29.99%. And this is very simple, right? This card offers you 1.5% cash back, unlimited 1.5% cash back on your purchases. Very, very simple. I know that there are other cards that may offer you 2% and other cards that may even offer you 3%. But in order to stay within this range, you're going to be able to get 1.5% if you wanted to make sure that you stayed within this trifecta, which is honestly something that a lot of people like to do. Like if you're with Ford, you stay with Ford. If you're with Chevy, you stay with Chevy. That's just how people do it, right? It's called brand loyalty. So they will end up staying with credit card companies as well. So if you want to do that and you have the best bet with moving up the ladder in the same credit card company, which is true, you would probably start with the Cash Magnet card and then move your way into the next card and the next card. So the next card that we have here would be the Blue Cash Everyday card. which would give you a $200 cashback bonus when you spend $2,000 in your first 6 months of owning the card. You'll get it back in the form of a statement credit. You do have 0% APR for the first 15 months. So if you're looking to make a decent purchase right from the start, and let's say you do have good credit, it makes sense to go this route. And then you could pay it off in two cycles, or pay it off in 3 cycles, or whatever you really want. Don't build up credit card debt, and don't sit here and buy something that's $10,000, knowing that you can't pay it off in a matter of a quarter of that time. So just make sure that if you're looking to buy something and you have the cash for it, that you buy it with the credit card, and then you just pay it off right away if you can. Because then you'll get the 0% APR. You'll also get the cashback bonus for spending. So it's like you get a discount. So that's usually how that goes. But if you don't have the cash on hand, I don't recommend doing that. But this does give you 3% cash back on groceries at supermarkets up to $6,000 per year. Then it's 1%. You get 3% cash back on online retail purchases up to $6,000. 3% on gas stations up to $6,000, and then 1% on everything else. So the cash magnet card kind of jumps in place here as you have that 1%. It now jumps to a 1.5% because you have the cash magnet card that's sitting there, and you'll be able to get the bonus with that card. Now, with those 2 cards, you'll be able to receive the $400 total in bonuses, but it's not 100% certain that you'll be able to receive this last bonus through the Blue Cash Preferred card. Now, if you feel as though, like if you get one bonus and you feel as though you know for a fact that you're not going to get that bonus, it's the risk you take, right? Because if you end up getting the Blue Cash Everyday card, you're getting a $200 cashback bonus, meaning that the total will be $400. If you go with the Blue Cash Preferred card, you're going to get the $250 bonus, meaning that it would be $450 in the form of statement credits. So you take that risk, you take that bet on whether you are going to get both bonuses from it. Because if you do, then it's $650. However, if you don't, it's only $400. So you lose out on an extra $50. So with this card, you get a $250 cashback bonus when you spend $3,000 in your first 6 months of owning the card. You do get 6% back on U.S. supermarkets, 6% back on U.S. streaming service, and then 3% back on gas stations. So while you look at the combination, you'll see 6% on U.S. supermarkets as you spend all the way through to $6,000. Well, now you can use the 3% back on U.S. supermarkets until you get to the end of the year, and then you can use the 6% again. So 6% ends in that category for the first one. And then you have 6% cash back on U.S. streaming services, so whatever streaming platform you do use, or multiple streaming platforms. And then you also get the gas stations, which is 3% with either the preferred card or the everyday card, as well as online retailers, 3%. And then you're also looking at 1.5% cash back. So ultimately, it gives you that full benefit of kind of normal spending categories, depending on what retailers you spend money with. But it's giving you those like normal spending categories, especially when it comes to supermarkets, where a lot of people spend a ton of money. It's like people spending a mortgage payment on groceries now. Like I spend $1,000, sometimes $1,000 plus on groceries per month. My mortgage is not that, well, it is that much. But if I just talk about my mortgage without my taxes, it's not that much. So I'm paying more on groceries than I am on my mortgage, which is insane, honestly. So either way, if you can find a way to save a decent amount, 6%, that's huge. So anyways, let me know what you think about this trifecta, and if you have all of these cards. I only have 2 of the cards because I do use a different card for everyday spending, and I plan on using an even better card for everyday spending. But right now, this is kind of a American Express duo rather than an American Express trifecta for me. But American Express Blue Cash trifecta could be a benefit to your life, especially if you're really just getting started with a certain company and don't know which route to go. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.